Welcome to Guide to Fluency, where we review language programs and apps to help you on your language learning journey. Today, we're going to compare Pimsleur, an audio-focused language app, to Busuu, a more visual app. We'll fill you in on the most important details that separate these apps. By the end of the video, you'll know which app is right for you based on how you learn best. We also have a detailed written review over on our website in case you need more information. Just Google Guide to Fluency, Pimsleur versus Busuu. I want to start by going over Pimsleur's program and what your usual lesson will consist of. Then I'll give you a rundown of Busuu's format before sharing the 3 things we think work best about both apps. The Pimsleur program takes a slightly different approach to learning compared to apps like Busuu or Duolingo. There's 5 language levels, and each level has around 30 lessons that all kick off with an audio lesson. These are your core lessons, and they run about 30 minutes on average. These sessions have an English host walk you through real conversations in your target language, often pausing to explain context or explain grammar, and they have you repeat what's been said out loud. Pimsleur does also provide additional practice tools, from standard flashcards to timed exercises that try to put you under pressure as you practice recall. Busuu, on the other hand, may look more familiar to you if you've used Duolingo or Babbel in the past. You work down a learning path, completing quick lessons that use a variety of exercises, including ones with video clips and images, in contrast to Pimsleur. After you complete lessons, you can review the words you've studied from a review tab. Busuu also has a great community where learners can give each other feedback on pronunciation or compete in leagues to help keep you motivated. Now that we've given you some background knowledge on these programs, let's put these two head to head. Let's start with what makes Pimsleur a great choice for learning another language before we do the same for Busuu, with a recap at the end to help you decide between the two. The first highlight for Pimsleur is the audio lessons. When it comes to language acquisition, we're big on exposure and speaking practice. Pimsleur's lessons reflect this better than many apps out there thanks to being rooted in the Pimsleur method. You'll listen to native speakers have conversations, then the host will break down that conversation into chunks you work through and repeat out loud. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to speak the sentence you were introduced to at the beginning. What Pimsleur lacks in visuals, we think it more than makes up for with these audio lessons. Because the main lessons are audio only, we also think people who enjoy folding laundry while listening to a podcast won't have any trouble slipping these longer 30-minute core lessons into their routine. The next highlight is Pimsleur's voice coach. I mentioned that we like getting in lots of speaking practice, and Pimsleur's voice coach is a great way to do just that and get valuable time to work on your pronunciation and accent. The audio lessons have you speak, but the voice coach can also rate your speech on a star system and let you play back your recordings to really start dialing in your accent. Finally, for Pimsleur, we really like their platform and user experience. The app works seamlessly with CarPlay, which could allow you to complete an audio lesson on your commute. We think their mobile app itself is great and responsive too. It's my favorite way to complete the skills and review exercises that come after the audio lessons. Their entire platform feels built around the Pimsleur method and those core audio lessons we love. Now let's go over the big pros for Busuu. Starting with the big one, Busuu is more affordable. Busuu has a free version, however it is more limited than their standard courses, which go from $7 to $14 a month. We think the free version could be good for brushing up on a language before a trip, but if you're serious about learning another language, it'd be worth it to pay for the full version. Pimsleur, on the other hand, offers 2 monthly packages, a single language monthly plan for $20, or a plan that includes all languages for just $1 more at $21. So in total, you'll save at least $6 to $13 a month if you go with Busuu. To get the lowest rates with Busuu, you'll usually need some kind of discount code. Pimsleur isn't as good about running promotions, but they do offer a 7-day trial that you can cancel anytime to test their program out. I'll have links to that trial and any discounts we can find for both apps down below in the description. We'll keep that updated with our latest promotions, so be sure to check those out. Moving on to the next highlight for Busuu, which has to do with their quick, engaging lessons. You can knock out a Busuu lesson during your lunch break, and there's a nice mix of problem types that don't feel as repetitive either. The exercises sometimes feature images and video clips of native speakers, as well as more direct grammar instruction throughout the lessons, both of which set it apart from Pimsleur, which aims for more intuitive learning with very little use of images. Finally, I want to talk about Busuu's community review feature. Here, you can submit yourself speaking a word or phrase and get a response from a native speaker in a day or so. You can return the favor by giving feedback to those learning your language as well. It may not be as fast as a voice tool, but we thought this was a great and productive way for language learners to connect and get some valuable speaking practice in. Now that we've covered the pros for each, which app should you go with? Well, if you're not looking to set aside half an hour to an hour to complete a lesson and prefer shorter drill-based exercises with some video clips of native speakers, you'll probably prefer Busuu. On top of being more affordable than Pimsleur, we really like their light but direct grammar coverage, and the community review feature is a great way to connect learners for feedback on speaking and pronunciation. However, we think Pimsleur offers a more comprehensive course overall. Between intuitive lessons that have you listening and speaking your target language from day one, and their focus on speaking practice backed by a great voice coach tool, we think Pimsleur has everything you'll need to reach the desired level of fluency you want to achieve. That's all I have for you today. Hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and check out our website and rest of our YouTube channel for more language learning reviews and comparisons. Best of luck!